Straight back again, hit you with a video. Now this video right here is about a badass little kid who's basically sitting on a damn street corner getting tipsy with one of the roundaway thugs, you know, the roundaway girls, but this a roundaway thug right here. The type of guys that you see standing outside liquor stores for hours, whether they peddling drugs or whether they just standing up there looking for somebody to jack or rob, or somebody they can ask for 2 bits, which is 50 cents. You know, like them guys that stand outside the store and ask for damn chump change all damn day, like they gonna make enough money to go buy a pair of Jordans by the end of the evening. I don't know why guys do that, but instead of this older guy who's beside the young boy telling him right and trying to lead him in the right direction, he just as messed up as the damn boy is. So it's no wonder why him and the boy basically chilling together. Instead of telling this little guy, look, young man, you don't need to go down this path. I've been that way. That's why my ass standing outside this store right now instead of at work. And that's why I'm standing outside the store instead of having my car parked right here by the store. You know, you don't want to go down that path like me, young man. You want to be able to go to school, get you an education, or you want to be able to go get you a trade or something and go make something of yourself. Don't waste your life like the rest of these people around here. Look around you, young man. What do you see? You see people walking back and forth, going and coming. A lot of these people don't even have more than $5 in their pocket. A lot of these people working 2 and 3 jobs to feed their kids. Do you want to go down that path? But no, you don't hear that type of dialect conversation from these coming from this guy right here, because evidently he's on the same level this boy is, and that's why him and the boy is basically chilling together. You know, and the boy got a big ass bottle of Hennessy, look like a fifth. You know what I'm saying? I got damn jealous. You know what I'm saying? Knowing I love me some Hennessy and some Coke every now and then. You know, I don't want y'all to think I'm no damn alcoholic, which I'm not, because can't be an alcoholic have skin this smooth. But anyway, instead of older guys pulling these young guys' coattails like the older men would say, and you know what I'm saying, pulling their coattail, just a metaphor, you know what I'm saying, trying to give them some game, trying to like pull them to the side like, hey, you know, you don't need to do that. This the way you should go. You're going the wrong route. And the woman pulled up, you know, her intentions was good, even though she started arguing with the boy and got upset. But I understand, you know, her intentions was good. And I would rather for her to pull up and say that instead of just, you know what I'm saying, driving on by like she didn't see nothing. So her heart was in the right place, even though a lot of her words was misplaced. Her intentions was still good. But watch how many people still going to say that this woman should have minded her own business, that this woman was basically arguing with this child, which in a way she was. But like I say, you have to look at the intentions of people. At least that's what I try to do right there. Then I make my assessment, my judgment for as myself, you know what I'm saying, to see if she was right or wrong. But the person who really more wrong in the damn video is this grown ass young man. And he said the boy 13, so that make the guy standing right there on the corner with this full goatee, he's at least 23 to 25 years old, maybe damn 43 or 33, who knows. But anyway it goes, he's old enough to be this young boy's dad. He's old enough to be his dad, that's for sure. Whether it's about 15 years or 18 years, he's at least that much older than this boy right here, because you can look and tell. And at first when the woman pulled up, the woman asking him how he got the bottle, the boy, the older guy was saying basically, I got him that bottle, I got him that. Then he changed the story, said he had it when I first seen him, you know what I'm saying, I met him up here. You will hear that later on in the video also. So what is it? Did you give him the bottle when you went in there? Because I know damn well the store did not give this boy this bottle and let him go outside the store when a police can come by and shut that whole damn store down, lose their liquor license, and they won't never be able to sell liquor no more. So tell me what you all think right there, because it's one thing to sit up here and tell a lie, but it's another thing to sit up here and tell a hot ass lie. You know what I'm saying? You ever had your parents or somebody tell you that, or you gonna sit in my face and tell me this hot ass lie? That make you more mad right there when somebody blatantly lie to you. That's a hot ass lie. And yet some of y'all can borrow that right there. Make sure you bring it back to me right there, because you know I love to come up with these catchphrases as I do. Now, instead of this guy educating this boy, because evidently he don't have much education also, but at the same time you have to understand, some people, you cannot give people, let me repeat myself, you cannot give people what is not inside of you. Let me say it one more time. You cannot give people what is not inside of you. So you have to have some wisdom, you have to have some understanding, and you also have to have a spirit of discernment to discern these type of things. But if you're an empty vessel, how you gonna give somebody something if you're empty and you don't have nothing inside of you? So evidently, this older guy who's standing there with the young man, with the young boy, the 13-year-old, at least that's how old he say. He looked 10 years old, but we'll give him 13 since he said it. Instead of him giving him some game and some wisdom, He just as dumb and lost as he is. Matter of fact, the little boy is better off than him because at least the little boy got a chance to turn it around. Bing. You know what I'm saying? At least he got a chance to turn it around because it's not like he's old and wasted all his years like this older guy did. So hopefully somebody can pull this little guy to the side and turn him around. But, you know, I blame his parents because his parents should be on his ass. True, we all lose somebody. I lost a lot of people in my family, but you didn't see me on no street corner. You know what I'm saying? Even when I was young. Never been like that, hang out no damn stores. I had friends used to do that shit. And a lot of them got killed at them stores too. But I never was the type to do that. You know, I go up to the store and I get what I'm gonna get and I'll leave. You know, never been the type to hung out and did that. I was too busy, you know, off doing things. You know, I just love to have adventures. You call me Tom Sawyer, Huckleberry Finn if you want to. But we need the older guys to educate the younger guys. That's the problem. See, a lot of these guys, because it's about the fellas right now, they want to be these young boys' friends. Y'all want to be these 19, 20-year-old boys, young men friends instead of being a big brother to them, telling them right. Because I'm going to tell you right. I don't give a damn if you don't like me or not because I don't need your friendship. You know, we don't have too much in common any damn way because we all on a different mission up on this plane we call planet Earth. But at the same time, you have to educate these youngsters and let them know, look, man, this is not the path you want to go down, you know, because you're not going to wind up nowhere thinking and acting like this, thinking that it's cool to be some type of hoodlum. But he's only imitating what he see, you know what I'm saying? But you don't have to be a product of your environment. You don't have to, just because you wake up and you look outside your window, you see project buildings and you see crackheads and you see people selling dope, you don't have to become that, you know, because I didn't become that, and you can be whatever you want to be. Don't never sit up here and limit yourself or let nobody else tell you what you can and what you cannot be. But it starts when you're young. You know what I'm saying? Because you're not going to wake up one day and decide at 30 years old, 40 years old to become a good person, to educate yourself. No, it starts when you're young. You know what I'm saying? Because if you have a fucked up life, a messed up childhood, all the way from the moment that you're a teen, all the way up to your young adulthood, what you think you're going to become later on. You know, you already at where you're going to become, which is nothing. So you have to start younger. That's why we need to deal with the youth and we need to deal with them like the older people used to deal with us. They weren't trying to be nice to us. You know, an old guy if that would have been me on that corner, 13 years old with a bottle in my hand, some of my old friends, the OGs or whatever from the hood, or, you know, my people would have come on that corner and whoop my ass up off that corner. You know what I'm saying? They would come get you. And I had that happen before where they couldn't catch me because I'd take off running. But I was never the type to stand on no corner. You know, they'll catch me somewhere else doing some other shit. But anyway, you know, you live and you learn. But like I said, you know, hopefully this young boy can get himself together. And, you know, big shout out to the woman for stopping trying to talk to him, even though she did get kind of upset, even though she did argue with him a little bit, but her intentions was good. But let me know what you all think in the comment section about this right here. And stop trying to be these young people friends, man. Tell them the real, you know what I'm saying? Tell them the real because, you know, you got to look back because one day that was us, you know what I'm saying? Being hard-headed, sneaking out the house, doing all kinds of sneaking stuff, thinking that we getting over, sneaking and smoking cigarettes when we was young. Damn near coughing our lungs out like how me and my cousin used to steal our uncle's cigarettes and shit and go behind the house and be down about to choke and pass out about it back there. But let me know what you all think about this situation right here because this is really sad. I hate to see these young youth going down the path they're going down, and that's why the world is in the shape it's in. This generation is going to be totally lost. You know why? Because people like me and you, even though they're not necessarily me and you, but we have to use it as an example, are scared to tell these young girls and boys, whether they're young adults or whether they're kids, they're right. You know, got to tell them right, whether they get mad or not. Some of y'all just scared. Don't be scared. Don't be scared like that homosexual said off of Life to Martin. Don't be scared. But anyway, you like, subscribe. Make sure you raise these kids right. You know what I'm saying? That's all I got to say. Y'all have a blessed day. And hopefully we'll holler back tomorrow. I'm out.